So here in this video, what I want to go over is how you can create QR codes to embed within your activity list, and how you can also hyperlink parts of your activity list to make them just a little bit more interactive, especially if you are giving your activity list to your students in a digital format. Just a nice way to keep all of your links and resources all in one place for your students to access. So to add in a QR code, we'll start here at the top. I have a form that I like to have my students use to reflect. So because it's a forms is under Office 365, the nice thing about any document that you have saved in your OneDrive, all you have to do is click on Share, and Office automatically can create a QR code so that students and other people within our district can access that link. You just have to create it. So I just clicked on that green share button up here. I'm clicking on these boxes and it's going to create a QR code for me to use. So here's my QR code. Now I can decide to download this QR code and save it to my computer, and then I can insert that into my document that I'm creating, or, and this should usually work, I can just drag this over if I have it open. All right, and then it came out just a little bit too big. So I'm just going to format the picture so it's just a little bit smaller and it isn't taking up quite so much space. So there we go, I just formatted the picture really quickly. And now I have my QR code in my activity list. All right, and I just want to play around with the formatting a little bit. All right, now let's say I have a different resource that I want my students to have access to. So I'm going to embed this one also as a link. So I'm going to show you how you can do that straight from OneDrive. So if I'm in my OneDrive and I have located the resource that I want to share with my students, I just have to click on these three dots. All right, and so now here I have three different choices. I'm going to click on the share button. Again, always want to share. And then I'm going to click on get a link. And so here you can see why Plains Public School account required. That's what you want. You can also change it so that you have an edit link. Actually, no, these are the only ones. So you want to have that one. All right. And you might want to change it depending on what sort of document you're sending to your students, sharing with your students. This happens to be a PDF, so my students won't really be able to edit it. Right? It's just for them to use. But in this case, I'll just change it to view link so they can just see it and then can't change anything about it. So then I click on this button that looks like a little cell phone. And again, it'll create a QR code for me to use, and I'm going to again just drag it over. I just now need to make it just a little bit smaller so it fits in. There we go. And it's in. All right, now let's say I just had wanted to, so you're probably noticing, right, these QR codes do take up a lot of space in your activity list. So another alternative is that you could definitely hyperlink some of these things into your activity list. So all I have to do for that, if in this case I want to just hyperlink this, I'm going to just copy and paste my link by selecting it first, copying and pasting. Then here in my activity list, I'm just going to highlight where I want my link to go. Right click and then scroll down to click on hyperlink. And then I just paste my link. And then there is my link. All right. I am now going to show you how you just going to repeat just a few of these things. So again, let's say I'm going to share this Quizlet with my students. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on the share button, wherever that is, copy my link, and then again, right click where I want my link to go, copy and paste, and there I have a hyperlink. All right. But now let's say I showed you guys previously how you can use a QR code that's generated automatically by Office 365. Another way to create a QR code is to use something called a QR code generator. So what I typically do is I just Google, and this first one is the one that I've definitely found the most success with. Right, so QR code generator, and it opens up this screen. So this is where you can create QR codes if the website that you're using doesn't create them automatically. So then let's say I have this link that I want to share with my students, join.quizzes.com. I'm just going to copy that, bring it over to where it needs to go. All right, then I click on Create QR Code. And again, my QR code is created right there. So now I can again download it into whichever format that I want it to be. And then, unlike before, it doesn't let me do that. So I'm just going to do that. It'll say to automatically start to download, but if you have a snipping tool, you can also snip it that way. All right, so here I have my QR code, and then I'm just going to copy and paste where it needs to go. All right. And again, if you had downloaded it, then you just need to go to Insert, Picture from File, and then you find wherever it happens to be that you save that picture in. But there you go. That is how you can add QR codes and hyperlinks